Hey y'all, in my last video on Electroculture, I told you that I had ordered some copper, and even though I'm still a skeptic, that I was going to have Tommy make some of these little coils and try them in the garden. So the copper came, here it is. It is 14 gauge, 99.9% pure copper wire, dead soft, 25 feet that I got on Amazon. So that's what we're going to be using. Now, I couldn't find anything that specified what gauge you had to use. It pretty much said you could use any gauge of copper wire. So we got that. I read that you can use copper or brass, but I don't know where to get brass wire. So anyway, we stuck with copper. Someone asked if you could use copper pennies in your garden, and the answer is yes, but pennies are no longer made out of copper. They stopped being made out of copper in 1982, so you would have to use pennies prior to 1982 if you're going to use copper pennies. Now, as far as the size, supposedly the size doesn't matter. They said a 6-foot tall antenna would cover 225 square feet, but we're not doing a 6-foot antenna. We're doing much smaller. And the guy Matt said that some people even do them as small as toothpicks, so size doesn't seem to matter in this case. I saw you look at me. Supposedly, if you live, what?
So they say.
If you live in the northern hemisphere, then you're supposed to wind your antennas clockwise. And if you live in the southern hemisphere, then you're supposed to wind them counterclockwise. Yes, I'm giving you your directions. So anyway, that's all the rules that I know of so far. I can't think of anything else. Supposedly these are supposed to face magnetic north, and do we know where magnetic north is, honey?
North is right there.
That's magnetic north? Yeah. We need a compass? Okay.
No, actually you don't. You need a needle and a glass of water.
Alrighty. Well, so anyway, we're gonna make these little copper antennas real quick. It's our first time to make them, so we're just going by what we've seen on the internet. So let's get started.
Okay, welcome back everybody. And she said size doesn't matter. We're using 14 gauge.
I should have gotten full round?
Well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. You could probably use just about any. I've never really paid attention to half round and full round, but this is half round. One side of it's flat, the other half of it is round. It's like they took a copper wire
and split
that was round and split it in half.
Okay.
So what I'm going to use today is I have an old chainsaw file, and I've got approximately 2.5 feet. And I'm just going to start up here at the top. And you said I got to clockwise and counterclockwise, huh?
So you're northern hemisphere, so you got to do it. You got to wind it clockwise.
Okay. All right. So we're in the southern.
We're not. We're in the northern hemisphere.
Oh, okay. So we're going clockwise. So clockwise means this way. So put it on there. Just grab you about an inch of it to however long you want your little top to be. You got a couple fingers on it. Then take it and just start bending it. There's other ways to do this.
I remember you did that when you made the antennas for the dragonflies we made.
Mm-hmm. You can take it and make them tight. This is the reason why they're probably some everybody's using round, is because it's hard to keep the flat part of it on the.
I'm not concerned. How are you gonna get it off there?
Slide it off there.
Okay.
Take, spin, spin, spin. This will make a small spiral. And the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 3/8 extension. Make it a little fatter. I was looking for something that had a cone shaped, so I could also do a cone shaped one. I may have to walk out to my truck and grab a funnel. I think that's what I'll do. This F shaped is kind of a little difficult to work with if you're trying to make everything look
That's
cool
enough,
and neat.
because I need that much to stick down into the ground.
So now you got it on there, and then I just ran the part we're going to put into the ground right here, which is roughly about 8 inches, and then just spin it out. So then you got it like so. Then you can pull on it like a spring. Make it taller if you want.
Cool.
There's your first one. And take you a couple spins off your reel here. Same thing.
So how about on one of them you make it decorative and do a little bended heart on top? Can you do that?
You can do just about anything you want with this stuff. It's copper, it bends easy.
So leave a little extra room at the top here like this, and then bend a little heart on top as the decorative, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So we'll go like so. Take your tool you're going to use, put your finger there. Start your spin.
That's not clockwise. If that's going to be the top, I would just... I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
You don't have to shut up, baby. Now you take it and just kind of start spinning it. Make this one a little closer together. My fingers. You can also put like one end in the end of your drill and spin it.
Sounds like something I would hurt myself with. Now, a lot of them are putting wooden dowels in the middle. And I don't understand that, because wood is an insulator, not a conductor. Like if you were getting electrocuted, I'm supposed to take a wooden broom handle or something to knock you off of whatever is electrocuting you. So it seems to me that if you're trying to harness electricity in the air, that you wouldn't want a conductor, an insulator that stops electricity. That doesn't make logical sense to me.
Right.
So that's the part that really makes me a skeptic about these things.
Of course, I bet that one too.
Other than being, cute little decorations.
How's that?
Cute. Like it. Show it to the camera.
And there's number 2. Not the world's greatest heart, but heart doesn't matter. And give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so what I did is I went out to my truck and got this funnel. This one's going to have ridges on it. Has ridges on it. It's going to be a little tougher to work with as far as getting in the design off of there. But I'm only going to go up so far, probably about 6 or 7 rungs of this right here. If you look real close, now it's got ridges. I'm only going to go up yay far. That way it won't be as hard for me to get it off of here. You definitely want to try and go a little thicker copper next time. This will work, but you can use just about whatever thickness gauge you want. We're going to take it. I'm going to take a couple, a little extra long, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half and do my wrap. And I think that right there ought to do it. We'll see how this one turns out. So we got it, and we're going to take it and line up the ends. And just run our fingers down it. Just like a regular piece of copper. And you can run up and just kind of smash it down right there. And let's see what we get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist these two ends together. The best I can anyway, without it being in something round. It's a twist. So take it, and as you can see, kind of looks like a little twister. And I just kind of put like a little hoop on the end of it. There's the third one. So for the next one, I'm going to go grab my drill, and I'm going to take about the same length, fold it in half, and then I'm going to use my drill and something to hold one end of it so I can twist it and get a nice rotation in the wire.
I need gloves.
You're gonna hold that.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take this end. I'm gonna bend it up. All right.
I need safety glasses.
Are you ready? You
Yeah.
recording?
Yeah.
All right. So in this one, I've taken about the same, about a 2 foot, 4 foot section, wrapped it around this piece right here, this tool, brought it down, and I found a little hook that I could slip the end through. So now I'm just going to take my drill and we're going to start twisting.
It came off.
It's all right. That's what I was looking for right there. So this is what I've come out with. It looks pretty spaced in, as far as twisted goes. You want to be careful because if you go too much, you can break your piece. So then what I'll do with this end is I'll just cut it off. And then we can take this and I can do a couple different things with it. Let's put a couple wraps in it. So we have a couple different coils in it. Just take it and pull it apart, make it a little taller. And then with this end right here, I can do one or two things. I can cut right here and kind of unravel a little bit of it and spiral down on each side. Or I can take and mash this out and just do a coil on top. A different way. What would you like to do?
Like the lollipop one?
Yes.
Do the lollipop one.
All right. So what I did is I went and I just kind of smashed that with a pair of pliers so it closed the loop up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here and we're going to we're just going to start wrapping this. And we'll wrap it like that. It gives us this circle top here. So to get kind of a spiral shape to where you can see that it's spiraling, we're going to undo it a little bit. And then you got to take something and get your inner spiral to go more. And then you just push it in there like so. And there you are. So here are 4 different ways you can make these electroculture antennas. It's a big word for me. They actually pretty cool, pretty neat. And once again, you can use different gauge wiring or whatever you feel like using. These ones are made out of 14 half round. I will try to get some more ordered in a heavier gauge. It'll make it more prominent and maybe put in some smaller, we'll make some bigger ones 4-footers and stuff. But we'll use some of this smaller stuff to do some little fine details as far as when we make them. Something to look forward to. If you haven't, please like the page, and hopefully you like it enough you'll subscribe for us, and we'll see you next time. Until then.